Hello there and welcome to Game Day. Today we'll be telling you about the game we were in attendance at this weekend, Raith Rovers versus Cove Rangers. It was a 3-0 triumph for Raith Rovers with their high press working, forcing Cove Rangers into mistakes in this game. The Cove Rangers came into this game after a 4-game unbeaten run, most recently beating newly relegated side Dundee FC 3-1 just last week. Raith Rovers were sitting in 8th place before this match, with Cove Rangers not too far ahead in 6th place. There was a buzz around the ground today after the new arrival of John Fredriksson, the 6'8" Faroe Islands beast, playing in the Austrian second division for SKU Amstetten, scoring 5 goals in 28 appearances. And the goals in today's game. First, coming in the 6th minute of the game after a horrific back pass, which Aidan Connolly scooped up and easily slotted away in the 6th minute, making Stark's Park erupt. And then shortly after, in the 27th minute, a free kick was won on the 30-yard line, which Jamie Gillan slotted right into the top left corner in some brilliant technique. And then later into the second half, for the first 15 minutes, Cove Rangers were looking like they might get one back, but Sam Stanton said no, scoring another goal in the 65th minute, the third and final one. The high press really was the main tactic for Raith Rovers today, which they dominated in the first half and most of the second half, with 8 shots and 6 on target to Cove Rangers 3 and none on target. And now a little bit of history about Raith Rovers itself. Founded in 1883 in Kirkcaldy, they now currently compete in the Scottish Championship but have won 4 national trophies: the 94 Scottish League Cup, the 2013-14, 2019-20 and the 21-22 editions of the Scottish Challenge Cup, and were runners-up in the 1949 Scottish League Cup and the 1913 Scottish Cup. They have won the second tier of Scottish football 5 times and runners-up 5 times, and had its highest ever league finish 100 years ago in 1922, finishing 3rd in Division 1. As a result of winning the League Cup in 1994, Raith Rovers qualified for European football for the first time, entering the UEFA Cup, now known as the Europa League, the following season. The club managed to reach the second round, only to be defeated 4-1 in aggregate by eventual champions Bayern Munich, with a famous 1-0 win at Stark's Park. And speaking of Stark's Park, their home ground, an 8,000 all-seater stadium, which the club has been based in since 1891. And now their manager, Ian Murray, a former Scottish First Division player playing for Hibs, Rangers and Hibs again, with a short stint at Norwich and Alloa Athletic on loan. His managerial career with Dumbarton in 2012, moving on to Adrionians, which he was manager for 4 years, getting them to League One playoffs twice and finishing second twice. Now taking on Raith Rovers in 2022 with a little bit of a bumpy start, hoping to push on and improve, maybe even getting them to the playoffs or a little bit further than that. Not much individual excellence in this team. Aidan Connolly racks up the most goal contributions with 5 goal contributions, including 2 goals and 3 assists. McGovern not far behind with 4 goal contributions, including 2 goals and 2 assists. A really good soul and feel around the club, with an attendance today of 1,158. A really good soul and atmosphere around the club, with an attendance of 1,158 today. A really good community club with a great communication with the fans and the players and the staff amongst the club. Our interview with the manager Ian Murray and Jamie Gillan, we asked them about their performance today and how they think that they can push on in the season, the right form at this difficult winter period. And we will be back in attendance at Raith Rovers versus Partick Thistle on the 19th of October. And now our interview with the manager and the player. The constant high press seemed to work. Do you think that's something that you will try to keep up this season?
Yeah, I think in certain games we have to. There is times to come off the game, but we will try and go for it. I just feel if you win the ball high, the pitch, you've got a better chance of scoring quicker. We've got to be better in the counter attack. We've got to be better going into the box. Today we were very good, but there's times we've not quite been there. So we need to improve on that. But once we get there, which takes time, it takes a long time, will be very hard to deal with. We've got the legs in there. Having Jamie Gillan back today, Sam Stanton in the 10 role, Ethan Rossi and Conley. It's a very difficult four to play against.
You've had some mixed results against Cove Rangers. Today appears to have put paid to that. What do you think was the difference?
I think we did remember how we felt the first game of the season, definitely. It was, you never want to start the season that way, and I think all the boys, we knew how big a game it was anyway, but that extra incentive that they've turned us over up there, so it's now our turn to to beat them at home. And I just think the way we pressed, the kind of intent we pressed with, it was kind of non-stop. We didn't let it drop. So I think that was the difference in just forcing them into mistakes.